kids in any house where the bills were months behind and just up and disappeared. I've never done that with kids. I've also
saying you were going for a
never had
getaway.
my adult children arrested. You know what I'm saying? I've also never called the police on any of my children. Anytime that Serena Lachey has spent a single night in a juvenile detention center, she put herself there with her own bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
So yes, I mean, yeah.
So Sam Tefler, Mother of the Year, had no problem calling the cops on her own kids. And this bitch has the balls come online and act all fucking pious. Guys, imagine calling the cops on your minor kids because you're a shit parent.
I think her girlfriend's being naive at all. You know.
Well, and you know what? A good little something something's a good little something something. Hey, no harm, no foul. But if we're talking lifelong commitment, you might want to consider that the entire thing was based on a large scale manipulation. You might want to know. Maybe.
I mean, and everything is there for her to know that.
Thank you, Kathy.
So at some point, she's just accepted that Samantha is who she is, and she's going to accept her for that. I have no opinion about that. I'm not passing judgment on that. I'm just saying. You cannot be around Samantha and not pick up on who she is. She can't. I mean, it's not like she's hiding who she is from her.
Right.
I mean, she might have lied and deceived her in the beginning, and she did lie and deceive, but if they've actually spent any amount of time together, the liar and the manipulator that she is not hard to pick up on. So at this point, you're just willing to accept that and let it be what it is.
She used to tease Yaba horribly on social media, calling her Corky and putting up pictures of her next to, I don't even know who it is, whoever Corky is, but apparently it was an insult. Okay, things have been born out of less, but it was this is an example of what she does until you return her affections. She terrorizes and stalks and harasses until you give in and give her a chance. And if you take that chance back, she'll go through the cycle again and again and again. So just know that. We are both sitting here. Savage knows that. We all know that. With
anybody who has spent any amount of time with that bitch in person knows that about her.
Right. Which is where she got us.
Because
we never looked at her in the eyes.
If you are around a person who is constantly deceiving other people, constantly manipulating other people, constantly lying to other people, and you see that, you would have to be a dummy to think that they wouldn't do it to you. Yeah. So I don't think her girlfriend is that dumb.
No. Can we talk about
I think she sees her for who she is and she just accepts it.
Can we talk briefly?
I don't have a judgment on that.
Right. Can we briefly talk about Aspen Dental and Bob?
Yes, hold on a second. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back.
Guys, apparently the Bob story was true. Oh my fucking God. I was hoping this was not true, but it is true. There is a Bob story.
Oh, Corky was the special needs character on the TV show Was 8 Enough? Again, taking advantage of special needs. The cat, well, first of all, we've already talked about Bob. Bob always paid Aspen Dental in cash. You know from my slideshow that was the man the elderly man that she all but bankrupted by pretending that she cared about him. Now that she has nothing left, he has nothing left to give her. He said he's tapped out.
It's not that he don't got nothing left. He ain't got nothing left for her.
Right. But he did tell her in the end. She told me that he said, Samantha, I've got next to nothing left. Not dirt poor, but he doesn't have house money anymore, like that to buy a house. So tell me about him paying in cash in Aspen Dental.
Okay, so.
Oh, you look good.
Can y'all see me now?
Yeah, I can see you. Now I can pin things and.
Okay.
Of course.
Hold on, y'all. My laptop has a charge and it's having to sit in a funky position to be able to charge, or the charger's going to come undone. Okay, so Aspen Dental. Yes, Samantha managed an Aspen Dental. She managed it. She didn't just work there. She was an office manager. Yes, Samantha was stealing money from Aspen Dental. What Samantha would do is when people would come in and pay for their procedures in cash, Samantha could go into the system and produce a receipt for them, but wipe everything out of the system that would be due to the dental office.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
She got caught one day. Samantha took $1,500, put it in her, and they knew she was doing it, but they couldn't ever catch her doing it.
You see that?
I'm trying.
That caught your eye, didn't it? That's
Yeah,
Miss,
bless me.
that's
Okay.
Miss Sparrow. I told you, Miss Sparrow.
So they
She's
knew
all
she was,
blushing. Look at her. Go ahead.
they knew she was doing it, but they couldn't catch her doing it.
Okay.
So this particular day, they set her up.
Mm-hmm.
They put $1,500, in like a little bundle thing and set it on the desk where Samantha was.
Mm-hmm.
Sure as shit, it ended up in Samantha's briefcase, and she went all the way home with it.
Messy,
They,
messy.
they sent the sheriff out there to arrest Samantha. Instead of arresting Samantha, Samantha gave the $1,500 back.
Okay.
If they would have arrested Samantha, what they would have done is they would have charged her multiple times for felony theft. They would have got her in court, had her plead guilty to one to dismiss all the other ones. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how it works in Indiana. But when they didn't take her to jail because she gave the money back and had a big old long story behind, oh, I'm the office manager, it just slipped my mind. Bitch, it never should have been in your briefcase to begin with.
Oh. So that was
she,
their one and done, and they blew it.
right. So the police allowed her to return the money to them, and then they in turn returned it to Aspen Dental. So that's a lie that, she just quit
But then her
job
job
there.
was
No, she
done.
was fired. She was fired.
She said it was some hit job by the district manager that they had it out for, and they made some stuff. No. And a lot, and subsequently, one person that paid a lot of cash was Bob, and that's how she knew he had money because
That's
he
why
always
she
paid
zeroed in on
cash.
him. She
That's what she
zeroed in
meant.
on him because every time he would come in there, and he had several procedures done there where he paid large sums of money in cash. So she knew
Ew.
that he had money. And she kind of went out of her way to be extra friendly to him until they got to talking. And, Bob was looking for like a
Of
companionship.
course, he was a widower, recent widower of within a year
Right.
or so. Yeah.
And it was all good for Samantha to be a companion to him as long as he was giving her fistfuls of money, hand over fist. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly it.
And he bought her a
Alright.
house. Like he did buy that house, and it was in Samantha's name. He didn't want it in his name because he didn't want his kids to ever be able to come and take that house away from Samantha.
Thank you, because
So-
his kids were on to this. That's all in that slideshow.
Oh yeah, his kids
his
hate
kids were
Samantha.
on to her. Mhm.
Yeah, his kids hate Samantha. But
And she fostered that when they kind of put their foot down and said, Dad, this lady is taking all your money, and he said, if you can't accept Samantha, then get out. And the right thing to do would have been for Samantha to say, hey, look.
Well, the thing about it is, nobody was telling him that he couldn't be a part of Samantha's life.
Right,
What
it's the
they
money.
were trying to open his eyes to is, this is a woman who's not even meeting an intimate need for you.
Right. That's
Like,
always
this
been my
is
point. He
just
didn't even get any.
companionship.
He didn't even
And-
get any.
Right. And you don't go buy houses and brand new cars that you pay for in cash for
Mhm.
someone who you also have to give gas money to go to the store to get you a loaf of bread.
Did y'all hear that? She wouldn't even get him a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread without charging him gas money and reimbursement. Bought her a house,
Yes.
a car.